Joe Random is getting ready to go. He's showing signs of why many are calling him one of the most promising young talents this season. It's the Frisco Rough Riders and the Wichita Wind Surge. First pitch coming your way next. So 2 down. Here's the catcher, Joe Random. This one is labeled. Does it have the distance? That one hops the wall. Around first, hustling for 2. Starts the afternoon off right with a double. He was all over that one. Great back control on that pitch. Got a pitch on the outside, let it travel deep into the zone, and ripped it the other way for the knock. And now the shortstop, Jose Salas.
The shortstop, Jose.
Hey, big moment. We need you. Here you go, kid.
Man at second with 2 down. Runner takes off for third. On the ground to the left. And there's a hit. In comes the run from second. It's an RBI single. It's 2-1. Big time at bat right there. Comes through and they're back within a run. Sometimes you don't need to hit it all that hard. Just put it in play and hope it finds a hole like it did on that grounder. And we'll see if his speed becomes a factor now that he's on first. Digging in for the Rough Riders, number 23, 0 for 1.
Runner!
Pitch, runner breaking for second. This one misses. Safe at second, he easily steals the bat. 2 outs and a runner at first. Digging in for the Wind Surge, Joe Random.
Catcher, Joe Random.
Late swing, fouled off. Random measures 6'2", just 19 years old, and he was a 6th-round draft pick in 2024. Here comes the 0-1, and a curve misses outside. We're here in the bottom of the 4th. Home team down by 1. And a big swing and a miss. Textbook pitching. Slowed him down with the curve, then blew the fastball by him after he adjusted to the lower velo. Great work. Down in the dirt, swing and a miss. Gets to it, on to first. In time. So the drop third. 1 out and 2 on. Here's the left fielder, Sean Bouchard. Here comes the 2-2. Now this is lifted to center. Base hit. 1 run is in. Another scores. 2 runs come in on the play, and they lead by 3. Gets the job done as he brings home a pair. Little flare behind second base, and that's where hitters will just start saying prayers to whatever deity they can think of to let that ball get down. And that time it did, so props to Nyarlathotep, Hotep, I guess.
For the Wind Surge,
bottom of the inning, coming up to the dish from Wichita, Joe Random. Comes up empty, chasing that one in the dirt. He's thrown a lot of first pitch strikes, so the hitters need to be ready to swing early. It may not drive up the pitch count too much, but you know you'll have a good runner aboard on the leadoff single. So digging in, Jose
number
Salas.
3, shortstop, Jose Salas.
At the belt, kicks and delivers. Runner on the move, and ball 4, 2 aboard. 4-pitch walk there, good discipline by the batter, making him come into the strike zone. Now it's the right fielder, Miguel Briseno. The 0-1, and the runner takes off for third, in the dirt. Runners moving up on a wild pitch. The double play no longer in order.
No one better. Clutch up right now.
Soft roller in front of home. Tags the runner for 1. To third, not in time, and it's runners at the corners with 1 gone.
Now batting, third baseman, Kalen
You're in the bottom of the ninth
Now
inning,
batting,
one out.
the
Joe
catcher,
Random
Joe
will hit next.
Random.
Yeah, you got that
Lined,
one.
and that's a base hit. So they get a runner on with a one-out single. Next up for the win
Now
surge,
batting,
Jose
the
Salas.
shortstop, Jose Salas.
Runner on the go, and that bunted towards third. Scoops it up barehanded, and very nicely done for the out. That is not an easy play, but you
Now
wouldn't know it
batting,
watching him
number
work.
10.
That was an absolutely gorgeous effort to fire over to first and get the out. Nice job. Ralston is just one strike away. Now a flare off the bat. On to first. Ball game. Random put together a nice showing despite the loss. Notched 3 hits in the game. So 2 down.
Batting
Stepping
sixth,
to the plate
the
next
catcher,
for Wichita,
Joe
Joe Random.
Random.
Swing and a foul back. That's out of play. Home team down by 1. Bottom half of the second inning. Here comes the 0-2 pitch. Got him. Nice job out there as he gets him 1-2-3. So it's no. Here's a speed threat. The 0-1. Base hit. Coming around third. Scores with ease. It's an RBI single. It's 2-0.
Now
One out
batting,
and the
the
bases are
catcher,
empty.
Joe
Joe Random digs in
Random.
now. Collected 3 hits in the loss yesterday. Swing and a foul straight back. The 0-1. Way out front for strike 2. Obvious that he was swinging for the fences. Tough to do it on a pitch in that location. Rips this one to short. And out at first.
Now batting, number 23.
Bottom of the 7th. Digging in for the win surge, Joe
the
Random.
catcher, Joe Random.
No ball, 1 strike.
Hey, way to drive.
Line drive, that's a base knock. Off to a good start with the leadoff knock.
Now batting, number 23.
And here's the first baseman, Kyle Nevin.
Here we go, need you right here.
The 0-1
Runner,
offering.
runner, runner.
There goes the runner. On the ground to short. They get 1. Now to second, gets back as he almost ran into another out there.
The batter, number 3. Shortstop, Jose
And the next batter, Jose
Salas.
Salas. Hitting at the bottom of the order. Not a lot of success at the dish lately, but could start to move up with a good performance in a big moment like this. Tying run waits at the plate. And now the runner breaks for third. In the dirt. Throw and safe. That is a stolen base. And the tying run's at the plate. Line drive for a base hit. In to score from third. It's an RBI single. It's 4-3. Nice job of two-strike hitting there. Didn't get overwhelmed. He choked up a bit and punched that one into the outfield for a base hit. Next to hit for the Rough Riders, Jonathan Ornelas. And 1-2.
2 balls, 2 strikes.
This one's in the dirt. Throw to second, safe. He's into scoring position with 2 out on a wild pitch. And the tying run at second. Popped up. The second baseman settles under this one. And that's that. 1 hit, 1 left. We head to the bottom of the 8th. Wichita ahead in this game, 5-4. Next up for the win surge, Joe Random, 1 for 3.
Random.
One and 0.
Fly ball to right. Zavala. And there are 2 down.
Now batting, number 23.
Stepping to the plate
The
now
batter,
for
the
Frisco,
center fielder,
number 23.
Daniel
2 outs,
Mateo.
bases empty. Ground ball, this one should do it. On to first, ball game. This wasn't his best game ever, but he definitely helped them in the win. Nice job. And here's the
Batting
catcher,
sixth,
Joe
the
Random.
catcher, Joe Random.
Here we go. No one better.
Ball.
Swing and a drive. Out of here. That's gotta feel good. A 2-run blast. And they jump ahead in the second. It's 2-0. That was a low 90s fastball, and it wound up in a spot that was entirely too hittable. A pitcher who doesn't have great velo on the fastball
Leading off
has to
for the
locate
wind
better
surge,
than that.
The catcher.
Welcome back.
Joe
The wind surge at the dish
Random.
in the bottom of the 4th. You know, I've heard the most popular concessions item here in Wichita is chili with cinnamon rolls. You can find them all around the park if you're so inclined.
1 ball, 1 strike.
Sharp grounder, and it gets through for a base hit. Runner on base to start the inning. So up next, Kyle Nevin.
Your turn now. No one better.
2-2 now. Runner on the go. In the
3-2.
dirt. And safe. That's a stolen base. Not close. Bit of a break for the base runner there. The pitcher threw the changeup down in the zone, and it's pretty tough for a catcher to throw out a base stealer when that's the case. Payoff pitch. Runner going again. Called third strike. The throw, tag, he's out. That's a whole lot of bad for this offense, and I think the hitter was hurt by that steal attempt. It may have drawn his eye off the ball just that little bit. The strike him out, throw him out, double play. Runner on the move. Pitch misses. Throw to second, not in time. He's there easily. This is a classic steal situation with 2 outs. If you get thrown out, the batter will just lead off the next inning. But because they got the steal, he could knock in a run with a hit to the outfield. Random, the leadoff batter, cuts and misses for strike 1. He reached back and blew the high heat by him. Batter didn't have much of a chance to catch up to that.
No, that's a ball. Two and one.
That's off the mark. 3-1 now. Ground ball to third base. Tosses to first. 1 out as they get the leadoff hitter here in the 6th.
Now batting.
1 gone, runner at first. Digging in for the Rough Riders, Jonathan Ornelas. Here comes the 1-2 pitch. Rolls away a little bit. Here it comes. Lifted down the left side.
I got it, I got it, I got it.
And there's 2 down. Bases are empty with 2 away. Joe Random getting ready to hit. Already a homer for him in this one. Swing and a foul straight back. Here comes the 0-1. Lifted in the air, right field. Zavala. And that's that. Nothing across. 2 away here, nobody on.
Fielder,
Coming up
13,
next to the dish for Frisco, Aaron Zavala. Swing and a base hit. The tying run is aboard. Next to hit for the Rough Riders, number 83. 1 for 3.
Runner, yes,
There goes the runner. Pitches in for a strike. Safe, a stolen base. And now the tying run is into scoring position. 2 down and a runner at second base. And now the catcher, number 83. On the ground, this should do it. Collects it. On to first. Ball game. Great game at the plate, and he certainly made a difference for them. Nice job to help lift them to the win. Ready to go for the last half of the inning. Here's the catcher, Joe Random. Random, working through the early days of his pro career, drafted out of the high school ranks.
Yeah. No ball. 1 strike.
In the air to center. And there's one down.
Batting 7, the first baseman, number 20.
And here's the catcher, Joe
Now batting,
Random.
catcher,
Homered
Joe
last night. Added another hit
Random.
as well. And that one fouled off. Runner at first, nobody out. In the air on the infield. Hatcher drifting towards this one. And there's one away. Those high fastballs in the zone look so tempting, but it's
Now
hard for
batting,
hitters to get on
number
plane with
23.
them. So digging in,
Now
Micah
batting, the
Prees.
designated hitter, Micah Prees.
And it's a pop-up. Random under this one. And now 2 down. And he gave in to temptation on that high fastball. A lot of minor
Now
leaguers have
batting,
trouble laying
catcher,
off of those.
Joe
Pretty hard to do much with a pitch in
Random.
that location. Random in the box with one away. Looks at ball 1. 1 out and the base is empty. Fouled off. He was late. Hit in the air, right field. Pulls it down, and there's 2 down. Man at second here
The
with 2
batter,
away.
the shortstop,
Digging in for the Rough
Jonathan
Riders, Jonathan Ornelas. Here's a pop-up. Random. Settles underneath it. The inning is over, and it could have been worse. It's 2 runs on 2 hits, no errors, and 1 stranded. 8, 9, and 1 hitters scheduled in the bottom of the 6th. The Wind Surge out in front, 5-3. One down. Coming
Now
up to the
batting,
dish for
the
Wichita,
catcher,
Joe
Joe
Random.
Random.
That one is absolutely pummeled.
Get out of here. Get out of here.
And that one is out of here. An absolute meteor to left. A solo shot. And they add on. It's 7-3. He's gone deep in back-to-back games, and his timing looks pretty good at the plate right now. Clearly seeing the ball well. That's a great job of recognizing the breaking ball. Even better, he didn't jump too early at a hanger over the middle. Instead, he stayed back and got every bit of it. Man on at
Now
first,
batting,
Jonathan
shortstop,
Ornelas, the next to hit.
Ornelas.
That one kicks away from the catcher. And now a runner in scoring position. Great job by the runner to get a good secondary lead and read that breaking ball's path. As soon as it hits the dirt, you have to make the choice to stay or go. Nice decision that time to bolt for second on the wild pitch. The Wind Surge, up by 4, here in the top of the 9th. This pitch popped up. Culpepper. One down. Batter probably wants a mulligan after that swing.
Right
That one
field,
was
number
right
13,
down the pipe.
Aaron
The kind of pitch hitters dream about. The second baseman will hit next. Right side, and this might do it. Steps on the bag. Ball game. Strong individual day and a team win, and you'll take that every time. This is a game he can feel really good about. As we go to the last of the
Leading
third.
off
And
for
now
the
at the plate,
third,
Joe,
the
Random.
catcher, Joe
Strong start to the
Random.
season, putting up some impressive slugging numbers so far. Random hit a homer in his most recent game. Looks like he might be willing to chase up the ladder even higher after that swing. The pitcher saw that, and we'll see how he adapts.
Ball. Ball. 2 balls, 1 strike.
A frozen rope. There's one down.
Batting 8, the shortstop, Jose.
One out and runners at first and
Now
second.
batting,
The first baseman digs in now.
Cody Freeman.
Here it comes. This one popped up. And the infield fly rule in play.
Now batting, the designated hitter, Micah Freeze.
Today's game is brought to you by
Leading off
Sudsy
for the
Susie's Body
Wizards,
Wash,
the
offering
catcher,
new scents like
Joe
oak, rhubarb, and
Random.
floor polish. Bottom of the 5th here in Wichita. Foul ball there. Now a fly ball to right center. Zavala drifts towards it. And there's one down. The third baseman
batting,
now at the plate.
Third baseman,
Nobody out
Jalen
and a runner at first.
Palmer.
Pops this one up at the plate. Random gets there under it. And there's one away.
Now batting,
On to the bottom of the 8th. Here's the
leading
catcher,
off
Joe
for the
Random.
Wizards, the catcher, Joe Random.
Wallops this one out towards right center. That's back. It's off the wall. He turns and heads for second. Safe at second with a leadoff double. That at-bat was over in the blink of an eye. Very nearly an opposite field blast, but that's really tough to do in the gap. The fences get pretty deep out there. Still an excellent swing and a good result. This next at-bat looms very large. Jose
The
Salas
batter,
getting
number
ready to
3,
hit.
shortstop, Jose Salas.
1 ball, 1 strike. Runner takes off for third. In the dirt. Throw to third. Safe by plenty. And now the 2-1. This one in the air to right. Going back pretty deep. Brings it in. Runner tags from third. Relay, throw home. Head first slide, safe at the plate. It's 4-1. I'm sure he was looking to pull that one and put a really good swing on it, but that one was a little too far
Now
outside
batting,
for that
number
approach.
1.
To the top of the order we go. Coming up next to the dish for Frisco, number 1. And that one gets by the catcher. Pops this one up. De Andrade. And that's the third out. So no runs here on a base hit, no errors, 1 left on base. 2-3-4 to lead off in the bottom of the 9th. Nobody on and
Now
2
batting,
outs. Next
the
to hit,
designated
Alan
hitter,
Serta.
Alan.
The Wind Surge,
Serta.
trailing by 3. We're in the bottom of the 9th
Get up,
inning.
ball, get up,
Liner to
ball.
left. Gets under it for the out, and that's your ball game. He was a difference maker for them in this one. They took the loss, but he did a nice job to contribute. One down.
Batting
Next to
seven,
hit, Joe
the catcher,
Random.
Joe
On fire at the
Random.
dish lately, already with 8 hits in the series. Right side, hard hit. And that's an out.
Batting 8, the shortstop, Jose.
One away, runners at second
Now
and third.
batting,
Now the left fielder, Sean Bouchard.
Bouchard.
Into center. Base hit. 1 run is in. Now the second run crosses the plate. 3-2, they take the lead. Joe
Now
Random,
batting,
the next
the
hit.
catcher,
0 for 1,
Joe
grounded out the first time around.
Random.
Sliced hard, but foul. Oh and 1, here's the pitch. This one to right. 2 down.
Now batting, the shortstop, Jose.
2 away and a runner at first.
The right fielder,
Next to hit
number
for the
10,
Rough Riders, Joey Loperfido.
Loperfido.
The 1-1 offering. Runner on the go. That's in for a strike. No throw. Safe down at second. And here's the
Now
catcher, Joe
batting, the
Random.
catcher, Joe
McGee,
Random.
28 years old, and he was drafted in the 4th round back in 2016. Ground ball could be 2. To second, but it's thrown away. And that's a tough break for this double play combo. Chance for a twin killing, but instead they
The
come away
batter,
with
number
nothing.
3,
Stepping to the
shortstop,
plate next for
Jose
Wichita, Jose Salas.
Salas.
Runner on the move. Stops it on a slide. Fires to first. There's one. Hung up in a rundown now. Dives for the bag. Out. Double play. Roundabout way of
Now
getting a
batting.
double play, but they'll take it. Not often
Now
you see a
batting.
twin killing
The
come
center
together
fielder,
like that.
Daniel
Good awareness all around to make
Mateo.
that play happen. There goes the runner. It gets away. He can't handle it behind the plate. And he'll move up to second without any trouble. That should be a pass ball. And it takes away the double play.
Now batting,
2 outs and
catcher,
runners at first and
Joe
second. Digging in for the
Random.
wind surge, Joe Random. Incredible late action on that
No
slider.
ball.
Took
One
a
strike.
sharp turn at the last second. Foul ball there. Swing and a miss. That's a strikeout. That ends the inning and limits the damage. 2 runners left stranded, but they do manage to push across a run. 9th inning coming up. The Wind Surge lead it 6-3. Stepping to the plate
The
now
batter,
for
the
Frisco,
shortstop,
Jonathan Ornelas.
Jonathan
0 for 3 with 2
Ornelas.
flyouts and a groundout. Labeled on a line to center. Settles under it, makes the catch, and that's the ball game. Certainly a frustrating game at the plate. I think he'd be the first to tell you he's capable of better. I'm sure he's glad they got the win, though.